yet another episode of Analog Horror. But this time, we're gonna be reacting to the Smile Tapes. The Smile Tapes is my very first ever watch the Analog Horror stuff with Immortal Marcus, made by Patorico. I'll put the link down to the description down below so you guys can watch it at your own risk. So let's get to like what 30 views, and we're gonna do this again, the Analog Horror reaction, and maybe I'll lead some theories. It's fascinating. So without further ado, let's get into it.
To raise awareness of a new drug in circulation, the Smile drug. We advise for you to stay away from any person suspected to be under its influence. For the past few months, we have received over 500 deaths related to the drug. The drug itself has not been scientifically investigated. Its most obvious effects are mania, uncontrollable laughter, violent tendencies, and the alleged smile in which the drug was named after. How to ensure your safety outside.
First thing.
Avoid dark alleys since most reported deaths happened near or in a dark alley.
Probably shouldn't always.
If you hear suspicious laughter, run as fast as you can.
It's never a good sign to be honest.
Avoid eye contact with the person.
Why though?
Once the person notices you, it will begin pursuit.
That makes sense.
Do not interact. You will most likely be...
Goodness, that gunshot. Oh my gosh. Smile Investigation Journal. Issue number 1. What do we have here? Initial observation. Okay. Substance is made of spores from an unidentified species of fungus. I can't even freaking tell English. What the crap? Risk of accidental intake is very high. Yeah, that is never a good sign to be honest. Oh, hey, what's going on guys? Patient 1 and 2. I'm gonna name you Alex and Mark. Yeah. Both to the emergency on the room on the same day. Complaining of a severe headache and acute facial cramps. None of the medicine helped. Okay, sounds strange. They were taken to the laboratory for observation. Alright. Let us see it. The after effects of Alex and Mark. Stage 1, week 1. I'm just making up names, so don't worry about that. Patients begin to smile with some resistance. Oh my gosh, the way that Alex smiles is so creepy. Patients suffered meningitis before subsiding within 2 days. Isn't that like a lethal illness to the brain? Patients remain sane. I'm not sure, dude. I'm not sure. Stage 2, week 2. Oh my gosh, look at those faces. Any resistance a bit subdued by the fungus. I began to notice that both Alex and Mark have a receding freaking front forehead like KSI did. And this guy is about to be bald. Oh, that's kind of laughing stock. Faces begin to contort to a wide grin. Yeah, I can tell that. I can tell. Patients' behavior becomes predatory, so they will become hostile. Sorry, I did that. Patients were then locked in a room. I mean, it kind of makes sense because they're predatory. Hey yo. Stage 3, week 4. So it's 2 weeks in the stage 2. Oh my gosh. Fungus has permanently damaged facial tissue. Yeah, they're just falling apart right now. Leaving a severely contorted face. I guess that one. Despite extensive nerve damage. I can even see they're like muscles stingy and even bones, which is kind of disgusting. I mean, look, first of all, look at Marcus. His head is literally dissolving. Like literally. Like the one you're seeing right now, it's a skull right now. And this guy, Alex, is actually bleeding from his head. If ever the patients recover. A A face transplant is required for reintegration. It's gonna be expensive if I did that. Vocal cords have stopped functioning due to extreme strain. Well, if you're being maniac laughter for like straight 2 weeks, it makes sense. Patient's behavior and motor function begins to decline. So basically like offline or idle, pretty much. Towards the later part of this stage. Stage 4, week 5. Let us see it. Bro is an old man now. Rapid senescence visible in patient or impatient. Looks like Mark didn't even make it. Patient has completely lost resemblance from past fell. Yeah, I can tell that from Alex's perspective. It's freaking skeleton right now. Brain is in the late Alzheimer's stages. Patient 2 gonna live up to the stage. Patient 1 passed away 6 weeks into his admission. Autopsy. Fungus found in brain cells. But it technically is. It was observed secreting of something similar to acetylcholine. Is that how you pronounce that? That chemical? Acetylchlorine. Hold on, let me actually look it up. What is this a chemical name? So the substance similar to generating fungus is the acetylcholine, which is the primary neurotransmitter responsible for sending nerve signals throughout your nervous and muscular system. So that's what fungus can do. Like it alters the connection or your chromosome inside the brain in acetylcholine, causing it to making vulnerable, more fragile to it. Basically like a opposite version of acetylcholine. It's literally destroying your whole face as a whole. High concentration of the fungus found in amygdala. Okay, I'm gonna look this up now. It is a pair of almond-shaped clusters. Pretty annexed to the pituitary gland, the brain. Almond-shaped clusters deep within the brain's temporal lobes, the primary processing center for emotion, especially fear, anxiety, and aggression. So basically, it's controlling of this amygdala, locking into one emotion, which basically means smile. Okay. So it's just in complete control over it. Well, I guess that makes sense. Totally. 30 minutes into the autopsy. Oh, what happened? A sudden burst of gas came out of the patient's mouth. Yeah, this ain't not lucky too well. Which initially thought to be gas. Was figured to be spores of a fungus. Yeah, well, it's expected. 2 more tissues were present in the room. They may have inhaled the spores. They have been quarantined. I gotta check up first. Shanji. Excerpt December 4th, 31. Log 27. December 4th, 94. I went out for groceries. And this strange man threw flour at me on my whole way home. I was more weirded out than I was pissed. That's kind of rude actually, you know. Anyways, I'm taking Max to the vet tomorrow. Is there Max sick? He's been quiet for days. And I'm worried. I guess that makes sense. Probably it's ill right now. Log 28, December 5th. I had this vivid dream where I was flying through space. It's like I became one with the universe. Then I saw a man. And I woke up. Which man? Oh, that guy. Nah, never found of him to be honest. Log 29, December 6. Max has been feeling better. He began to bark again. Well, that's a relief, man, to be honest. It's the first positive thing here. I had a very similar dream to yesterday. I flew through a collar for space. I forget who I was. Then I saw him. He smiled. Okay, that's actually kinda creepy. Creeps me out, to be honest. Log 34, December 11. I've been having the same dream for the past week. And it's kinda worrying me now. Does this mean something? Not changing my life? I couldn't stop thinking about it all day. Oh, you gotta check on that. Nope. Like, that is crazy. I couldn't stop thinking about it all day. Smile. That's crazy. Alright, let's go back to normal speed. Log 35, December 12. My face won't stop twitching. And I'm having a migraine right now. This may be my worst one so far. It could just be stress. It's not stress. So I told my professor I can take for this week. I mean, that's a good idea. That's not a good excuse, to be honest. Having an intense migraine? Can't participate in college though. Log 39, December 16. It's been 4 days since the migraines and twitches began. I'm in agony. I will go to the doctor. It's a great idea. Great idea, Sean. You got this. You better be cured, dude. Log 40, December 17. You told me it was just stress and electrolyte imbalance. Are you serious right now, bro? Just take pain meds to relax and stay hydrated. Nah. Something's definitely going around over here. Log 41, December 18. My face hurts. And it feels like someone is pulling the sides of my mouth up. It's getting harder to blink. The pills don't work. Well, of course it doesn't work, man. Haven't you seen from the past two patients, Alex and Mark? Log 42, December 22nd. Max passed away. Oh, I have discovered something. I'll get to tell you that at the end of this article. I don't understand. How does Max pass away? Like, how? He was doing just fine yesterday. Yeah, I thought it was good, man. Come on. Oh, that's so sad. Log 43, December 25th. Oh, it's Christmas Day. Nice. My friends say I look a lot happier recently. I am not. Behind this forced smile, I'm suffering. So basically, this is the last sanity day of Sean Gomez, both physical and mental anguish. Doctors were stumped by my illness. Log 44, December 26. I am happy. I feel full of energy. I felt the man's aura. He changed me. That's literally basically 24 hours, big change for the better. I am happy, I am happy, I am happy, I am happy.
Make everyone happy.
December 27. Okay, he told me something, a quest to fulfill a brand new life in a better place. Log 46. December 28. World is too unbearable for a simple man like me. Too much voice. Too much sadness. But I have the power to fix this. Last log. December 31st. Everyone I see shall become happy. I hope I make you happy. I mean, I already am happy. To be honest. New Year's countdown? Freedom. Three, four. report. San Diego Police Station, time and date. January 1st, 95, location 780 Virtual Place, name John Gomez, age 22. Incident, mass homicide? Details. Perpetrator was armed with a knife. He had grotesque facial expression. Oh, you mean like this? Suspected of being under influence of some drug. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Police response. Police officers were not able to subdue the man. He wounded one of the officers and committed relentless violence. The officers were forced to shoot him dead. Aftermath. 17 casualties including Sean. Well, that's a lot actually. 10 injuries. And I'm pretty sure those 10 injuries might become infected with the small drug. Because they got relatively close to Sean. Since Sean is infected, I'm pretty sure when he goes to breathe in and breathe out, he's spewing out spores along with that. So this is going to be a major problem for San Diego later on. Do I look beautiful? I'm not sure. You're dead. You're dead, Sean Gomez. You're freaking dead. I'm in a happier place now. He smiles. I mean, that's his final last words though. Okay, I gotta pause right there. So, at the first one, which is kind of strange for me to discover, because he got infected by the December 4th when he said they wrote a strange man threw fire at me. I'm pretty sure we will get the answer on the later arcs, like later tapes of why in middle of nowhere the strange man threw flour at him. Hold on. So yeah, and then he's taking Max to the vet tomorrow, but suddenly when it's log 29, Max has been feeling better. So I'm pretty sure that same glance amygdala forces it to become positive, to think positive, to become happy, that thinking his dog is Max feeling better, when in reality it doesn't. So that's why it makes sense why on the log December 22nd Max passed away, because Sean himself couldn't even check him out because he thought he was fine. But since I'm pretty sure it's 17 days, he's growing through so much pain, so much illnesses, and eventually he got exhausted and then died. I'm pretty sure that's the hallucination of the fungus, which makes it to where you will be seeing things in the positive or the normal as it is without even suspecting there's something going around inside your head. And it kind of bugs me, to be honest, since this one December 4th is he got infected, which is makes it day 1, and then if it goes to the 25, that's like what, 21 days after. Usually the second week you'll become happy. So why in the December 26th it's a day late? Usually whenever you're taking the smile drug, they're taking the smile drug, usually at the second week they become smilers. But why does Sean at the 3rd week of being infected finally just converted? That's the biggest question right now. So let's go into the far history. Oh hey, a Komodo dragon. Far history. Gonna give me a freaking name, eh?
Wow.
Discovering our past. Okay, that makes sense. History, past, okay.
Welcome to Far History, where we explore Earth's huge past. Today, we ask the question, where did life originate? Well, there are a bunch of theories surrounding this, so let's get right into it.
Alright,
Our
sounds
first
good.
theory is a biogenesis, life from no life.
How does that make
Proposes
sense?
that organic beings originated from non-living matter in hydrothermal vents. This creates a chemical soup that may have caused a reaction, creating the simplest forms of life. In the last episode, I told you that the Earth was literally hell. So how could life survive in such conditions? Well, Earth only stayed hell until oceans appeared around 200 million years since the Earth's formation. Water
Oceans
is the
were
most
pink?
important ingredient.
That's
to
kind of
life.
strange.
Without it, life would have never flourished, and also helped cool the Earth down to a relatively comfortable 212 Fahrenheit. That's for me.
That's still hard, you know.
Now this theory is a bit more far off, but it's the most interesting. It suggests that life came from another world and exists throughout the universe.
So basically
When
aliens, huh?
asteroids or other space dust hit a fertile planet, some of its debris gets ejected back into space, possibly containing life forms. Around 4.1 to 3.8 billion
Dinosaur
years
age.
ago, the Earth experienced a late heavy bombardment, possibly indicating that life may have arrived from those asteroids.
Oh, it's so distorted even. Far History by Henry Koenig for Janillo High School. Okay. November 4th, 94. Ooh. What is this? Faint signal detected 19 miles south of Chidinillos, California. 12:38 a.m. Where we were. Oh, that's really close. We started to notice a pattern. What pattern? Hold on, I'll be taking out my notebook. So I got my memo book, and I got a pen. These signals are only heard at night. So let's write that down. 12:35 a.m. Okay, let me max it value this time.
18, 26, 15, 19, 26, 9, 20, 15, 18, 8, 25, 4, 8, 19, 2.
What was the last one? Hold on. What was the last one again?
8, 19, 2.
Is it 3? I'm guessing it's 3. Okay. So I pretty much got all the numbers. 12:42 a.m. Okay.
Nine, 10, 15, 24, 2, 20, 19, 10.
So basically a few words for the second log right now. So I'm pretty sure the highest one probably is 26 or 25. That's my base right now. $12:45 a.m. Alright.
Two, 18, 26, 15, 19, 17, 18, 2, 5, 22, 2, 6, 22, 15, 5, 8, 21.
Okay, that's quite a lot as a log 1. 12:49 a.m.
Seventeen, 24, 26, 16, 2, 19, 8, 10, 8, 9.
Okay. 12:53. There's a lot of number station within the hour.
16, 26, 21, 8, 2, 6, 8, 16, 6, 26, 17, 12.
Okay. Apparent end of session. Only radio static can be heard after this for the rest of the night. A number station. We're still yet to decipher the scripted message. Hold on. Okay, finally, so I have been deciphered the code, and look what it says here. I even asked about Claude about this, so yeah, see that? Okay, so it says bring everything inside load before transport within week. I mean, the log 3 and log 5 is already existed from the comment section. I typically check that out from Motor Marcus. Transport within week to spread positively, make them happy. So I'm guessing this is the man talking about the spore puffers message. And to further notice the origin of the spore puffers, let's dive further. Well, the Smile Man. Smile investigation on generation number 2. Okay. As of October 13, 95. Why are we jumping out dates? 1489 deaths. 5361 hospitalized. Wow. And I'm pretty sure those 5361 hospitalized is already infected. Fungus. After extended observation, it's shown that the fungus is deemed unstable and prone to mutation. Scientists fear that this may result into more variants of the disease. This is not gonna end well. Transmission. Ooh. The fungus naturally transmit around 2 billion spores. Yikes, that's a lot. The spores are released through the closest orifice after the horse dies. Oh my gosh, that sound actually freaking giving me chills. Like it breathed on me. Anyone within 10 meters are at risk of contracting this disease. Oh no. The spores can linger for as long as 30 hours. That long. Yikes. Moreover, there have been reports of people intentionally infecting victims. making the fungus more difficult to contain, so that's basically means spore fockers. They have been called spore fockers by the citizens. Yeah, I guess that one. Police are currently patrolling areas known for frequent spore puffing. Probably at the city, right? Source and emergence. The exact source of the fungus is still unknown. The fungus first appeared as a new drug being sold in the black market. You should never have taken any drugs in the black market. It was only brought to the public attention at the New Year's homicide. The government's homicide. Shanji. Police searched Gomez's apartment. Who's that? They found a journal that dates from January 1993 to December 1994, just hours before the homicide. Evidence applies that Gomez was infected December 4th as a victim of spore puffing, so that was the flower incident, pretty much. He appears to develop delusion towards the new year before descending to a violent killing spree. That happened after the Christmas break. Gomez died around stage 2. The most common stage a person dies at. How so? Okay, the sound. Oh my gosh, look at those faces. Sean did the right thing. I hate that morgue incident. Mark has been quarantined since the incident last week. From Alex and Mark, the two Martys are close to the body displayed minimum symptoms. Proper safety measures were not maintained at the time of the incident. Protocol was made stricter to ensure safety when handling a smile patient. Oh.
My fellow Americans, for the past few months, our citizens have been under attack by a new and deadly force, a fungus that affects the minds of our citizens and causes them to kill other people. Our scientists and police forces have been making efforts to contain and treat the infected, but it's only had a minimal effect. I have also declared an emergency in San Diego City, so I now advise every citizen to stay inside. If we don't act now, this may escalate into a countrywide epidemic. We may possibly deal with hundreds of thousands of deaths. I wouldn't want that on my citizens. I hope we are able to get through this. Thank you.
That's a government level concerns now. Oh. Where do their souls go? Probably in the happy place, pretty much. Emergency alert system. Civil authorities issued a contagious disease warning. Stay inside.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the San Diego County Emergency Management. San Diego and Tijuana are under attack by the infected. An estimated 8,000 people have been infected and are currently causing havoc in the streets.
Whoa, I saw that.
Shelter in place immediately or risk your life. Lock and barricade your doors and windows.
They are stronger than you think.
Prepare to isolate and manage your resources. Be vigilant and wear protective equipment to avoid breathing in the spores. The President has ordered the National Guard to San Diego.
November 27, 1995. So this is almost a year after the Gomez massacre. It kind of looks like CG5. Or even a grandma. I'm not sure. Isn't it so beautiful? The bloodshed. Their cries. Fill me with such joy. Now we can be together in the happier place. That looks like a dream guy, but it's an AI generated. I'm literally scared right now. As feared by scientists. Two new variants have appeared at the scene. Variant A. Original. Hey. Hey. Okay. Yeah, you're melting. And then became an old man. Causes physical and mental deterioration. I guess that one. Pretty normal. The most common variant as of now. Variant B. Benign. Okay, she kind of smiled. Specs are minimal. Patients retain their sanity. Also, they still post bit of transmission. That makes sense. This patient was seen sneezing and coughing out the spores. Sarah Campbell. Pleasure to meet you. She's the first patient to have this variant. Probably she kind of immunity, but we'll see. After being exposed to spores in a morgue, she is currently quarantined and observed. Variant C. Hey. Okay. Kind of similar to variant A though. I don't know what. I don't like the way it smiled though, to be honest. Text here. The funk is spewing out, yep. That's never a good sign. Inhuman strength and stamina, bloodthirsty, blue bulletproof exterior. That's crazy. That's a lot of variants. Isn't that supposed to be Times Square with checkered floor? That variant C? But this is the number station that you did like outside of the building or facility. You can hear the screaming though. I'm backing away because I'm scared right now. I'm literally afraid. Okay. January 29, 94, so this is a year before the Gomez massacre. Okay, car footage. Nothing can go wrong about found footage video. That's the underground parking.
I'm in a hotel in Kidulu to hike roughly 25 miles south from here. I'll be hiking through the Alturas Dourados trail around 3 p.m. Hopefully, I'll be back before nightfall because temperatures can plunge down to 32 over there, especially in January. Wish me luck.
Alright, good luck, man. I'm gonna call you William.
I made it stop.
Hey, congrats, man.
I didn't see my way on the top since I didn't want to waste my tape on long and day walks.
That kind of makes sense. Great job, dude.
Quite a good view up here.
It looks like some freaking epic view. That's a really nice mountain, tall and the Chindinido, I might say.
Jesus Christ.
Someone screaming? Okay, it's getting dark. Never good idea.
Hello?
Oh, why do you scream out hello?
Hello? You need help?
He even brought a flashlight. Yep. Why do you even go to him, man? I'm pretty sure every scream situation always gonna get terrible.
Hello?
Why are you screaming alone, man? Like, literally. The screaming stops. The screaming stops. Looks like a little cabin in there.
Fuck.
You can hear the laughing.
What's going on there?
Wait. Did I just see what I think it is? What the heck did I just see? Looks like a smiling, literally stalking him in a window. It's creepy. You walked up to it, that's literally insane. He's in the porch right now. The door. There's no light even.
Anyone in here?
He went inside. Oh, this guy insane, man. This guy is crazy. Flashing lights. Looks like William is dead. Looks like our girlfriend is dead. Right, bruh. Okay. What do we have over here? There's this guy missing. Oh my gosh, that looks horrifying. So this is what earliest stages of this dude taking a drug right now. And it's kind of see that his face is distorted. He has wide smile. He even has a glasses on. Yep, and he killed the high girlfriend. If you notice this, he cuts his throat open like a jugular, like a sink turning on really fast, dripping out blood. And then what was that about? I don't know. No signal. And then he took one of his eyes out, like Smile Investigation Journal. Issue number 5. We didn't get 3 or 4, I believe. The sound is kind of fainting. I don't like this. As of March 31st, 96, almost 10,000 deaths, 4,035 hospitalized. Jeez. Scientists were able to determine its evolutionary origins. That's a good news, finally, at least. To a micro Yucatan region. Now, funny thing enough, in this Yucatan region, Gulf of Mexico, the patient zero is actually from Mexico in the cartel. Apparently, no one actually made this proof right now, because the origin of the microbe of the fungus is the Yucatan Peninsula, which it could make sense that one of the cartels that over here in this place of Mexico is infected with the smiles and eventually rank it up to California. It could make sense though, to be honest. The microbe was found in an insect trap and preserved in amber. Okay. Radiometric data suggests the insect lived around 65 to 60 million years ago. DNA tests show the insect has terrestrial origins. Okay. The microbe, however, suggests otherwise. What is that? My heart is racing right now. I can't even lie. Scientists theorize a microbe descended include the fungus and possibly more undiscovered species.
There are many theories about their extinction. One is that the dinosaurs' destiny was written in the sky. A cosmic shower of asteroids or a large meteor struck the Earth with an astounding impact.
Wow. What happened? Poor dinosaurs, man. They got caught in by the radiation of the
Not all
meteor.
life on Earth was extinguished with the dinosaurs. The smaller animals emerged to fill the evolutionary niche left vacant by the demise of the dinosaur.
Okay. Scientists have given the fungus an official name. What is it? Abalimundo rhizus. Yeah, I can speak Latin now. The jester. It fits. Oliver McCormack, April 3rd, 1996. I'm running out of food. I don't know if I can survive any longer. Every day just gets worse. I'm pretty sure Oliver McCormack is in somewhere place in San Diego, and San Diego is still in chaos. The smoke suffocates me. Why though? I have sealed most of the ventilation in my apartment. That's the smartest decision I've ever done because there's a lot of spore puffers and, well, there. All I hear is the crackle of fire just blocks away from here. The laughter of the infected. And the screams of the unfortunate. You can see his doors all boarded up though, to be honest. Oh, that's his window. It's all boarded up, man. You can even hear the screams at the background. I would actually terrified if I'm in that situation of Oliver McCormack. Ugh, I'm getting hungry. I finished my last food supply 10 hours ago. I don't have a choice. Why am I? I'm feeling afraid of something. The quieter side of town. How is that quieter though? You hear a lot of screaming. Yeah, you gotta look down, man. Like always. Why is my heart racing? I don't know. Okay, we're in some sort of a grocery store. Looks like it's been ransacked already. Nice, a jolly mushroom. You got a can of food though. That's beneficial. That's not a human laugh. Oh no, Oliver is being chased. Jesus. He's getting close though. Come on, Oliver, you can do this. Come on. You can make it. Okay, he closed the door. A bygone and a freaking flame thing ignites ignition or lighter. Ooh, a flamethrower. This is gonna be interesting. Yeah. Oh gosh. That's one of the variants C. And it got burnt up and got moided. Why are you staring me at the camera though? You're terrifying. Ugh. Freaking give me ABGBs, dude.
Good
They're not even
afternoon,
looking
Miss
anymore.
Campbell. You're just asking good questions. I know this whole situation right now is a lot.
Like they aren't even looking human anymore. They're more becoming like a smile creature or something. Oh, that makes me think of a smile movie though. Ugh. I don't want to fascinate that. I don't want to fantasize about that. It needs to give me nightmares when I'm sleeping.
For
Ugh.
you to handle. Being locked away in a room, far from your loved ones, and subject to rigorous tests that have probably pushed you past the point of exhaustion. But the reason for this is that you might be able to help us end this whole epidemic. It has been 3 weeks since you were diagnosed with the fungus. How are you feeling right now?
So she's been diagnosed in January?
I'm fine. Facial pain's
Sarah
been
Campbell?
on for 2 days. Still my cough's gotten worse.
You've completely lost your urge to smile, right?
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting. You're the first person to have this variant of the disease that we are aware of.
Probably the only
Every
one. Though.
case prior to yours has ended in a violent death. You seem to have recovered from it. You see, our early understanding of your case is that it's a late bloomer. Its course runs slower, but eventually it will kill the host. I think we should investigate if your recovery is the result of a weaker, non-lethal variant, or if it's because of your immune system. If, and only if, it is entirely your immune system responsible for your phenomenal recovery, we can extract your antibodies, create vaccinations, and for immunity, and possibly make a cure.
Well, I hope that's the case.
Now, let's talk about the incident.
Why?
Is there any reason why you were not following standard safety protocols in the morgue? Miss Campbell?
I wasn't in my right mind at the time.
What?
Can you elaborate?
Yeah.
I was in grief. I still am. I couldn't cope with it at the time.
Huh?
I couldn't focus.
Why though?
I could have not shown up for work today. But I had a son to raise.
What?
And without its father, it's so much harder to do. Now I'm here. Stuck in a laboratory.
Oh, that must be hard, huh?
I'm really sorry for your loss and your stay here. We can send your son here to talk to you. I know that it's been agonizing spending your time in here away from him.
Please do.
Alrighty then, I will be in touch soon. You need your rest. You'll be further researched in the coming days. Just hold on tight. We might see an ending to this ordeal.
Okay.
The research laboratory was infiltrated by the Smilers.
Ugh.
Despite the high security of the facility, it was not able to withstand the enormous wave of Smilers. Everyone, the personnel and subjects were killed in the bloody raid. All but one.
I'm pretty sure those miners attacking the facility, variant C. There is no way in heck there's gonna be variant A smilers randomly infiltrating the lab. I'm pretty sure the variant A is not really resilience. They have the same resilience as the humans, but more on fragile because you know, senescence, a rapid senescence kind of thing. Um, yeah, those are the variant C. I'm pretty sure the Dream guy tasked the variant C because he most likely detected that Sarah Campbell or the one of the infected. I'm pretty sure they got notified by the Dream Guy, which is, the Dream Guy is the source of the infection. He is aware of the Sarah Campbell's condition because they probably know that they're gonna be having a cure soon, and then eliminated the potentially the smile infection. So that's my conspiracy as of right now. So let's resume. Oh, it's one of the variants. C. There is no cure. Oh, you killed them all. Yeah, that was almost like a Dream Guy. More like a variant C with a shark teeth on its mouth. It's very creepy. Military! I'm pretty sure that's a military. April 4th, 1996. Wow, San Diego's in havoc. A bunch of variances. Yeah, you gotta get it out of here. Wow. So he managed to hit on the rooftop.
So this is where it ends.
I guess so. What? Huh?
Wait, what? No, 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 no.
Okay, this doesn't make sense because of the light emitters. But, it's either an alien or military personnel that literally, crap, literally wipe out all of the smilers. It's either of those two. They've been clearing, and there's no way that they figure out in less than like what 12 hours of that guy Oliver McCormick got footage on April 3rd whenever he gets food from grocery store that he burns one of the smiler variant C's. He already know the weakness. What? But I'm pretty sure. I know this is gonna be crazy theory or epilogue here, but apparently, Oliver McCormack apparently calls from, I'm guessing, walkie-talkie. I'm guessing that the smilers from what he killed is one of the, if not the military or the police officer that got sent out in the previous 95 as a national guard. I'm pretty sure he grabbed the walkie-talkie and then send out an emergency message to the military all across the United States, obviously, and informing them that the fire is the weakness of these variant C's smilers. So I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, they send out like what, a crazy brighten solar type orb things. It causes them to disseminate and burns possibly. So that's gonna be my crazy theory right now as of what happened right now on this footage, April 4th, from Oliver McCormack perspective.
I was there during the whole outbreak. I stood in my
Lucas
basement for a whole year.
Sutterfield.
Yeah. I had to get used to living in such a claustrophobic space where I risked getting infected or brutally murdered by those psychos. The tricky part was getting food. You know, I'd carefully walk around streets with a gas mask, avoiding the infested areas.
Similar to Oliver
And
McCormick
the competition for food was like really, really high. So lots of fights would happen. Supermarkets that were abandoned, with like a high chance of like a smiler, you know, intervening. And I got to witness one myself. God, oh my God, it was the bloodiest thing I have ever seen. It was insane. And later on, the outbreak, we learned that these like seemingly unstoppable variant disease could be burned by heat and caustic. And it was quite the revelation because it was quite the revelation that we needed, because we realized that we could fight back with these, you know, impossible to kill spiralers. And I mean, those creatures could lift cars and survive bullets. And they were really scary because they also don't really even look like humans anymore.
Yep, that's what,
So
exactly
when it
what I
finally
said.
ended, you know, I decided to move to San Francisco for good because initially I was too traumatized.
San Andreas
to stay in
movie
that city.
reference.
You know, went through a violent outbreak. And since then, you know, I've led a peaceful life, got married, had a child, but, you know, that whole outbreak, it feels like it just ended yesterday. It's hard to believe it was 20 years ago.
Dang. So the individual took place in 2016. That's crazy. The Smile Tapes, Season 1. Created by Batoriku. Thanks to the cast members. Yep. Thank you, everyone. It feels like it's like what? One of my first discovery from analog horror stuff. Way back like what, 2023 or 2024, whenever Immortal Marcus started to react those things, and it's by far my favorite one so far. Well, except that I literally find another analog horror stuff that I want to watch. So here's the breakdown. Apparently in the Yucatan Peninsula, it happened like what, 1993, in January. And I noticed that because I previously watched the timeline of the Smile Tapes and its timeline to the infection. Apparently, it started one of the cartels on that place whenever they found like what, the insect trapped in amber and then sold into the black market. You should never give it drugs to the black market, by the way. But apparently, that's what the Smile drug created from, is the preserving amber. So you know how the scientists found the origin of the fungus is from Yucatan Peninsula. It's really close to Mexico. It's hard to believe. How did it even started in California, right? So that's where the timeline comes in. On the 1993, apparently like January or even April, patient 0 come in contact with the Smile drug, which from the black market, as you probably know. Most drugs in the black market already makes you losing your mind and becoming your hostile, and sometimes even becoming your predatory. Hey yo. So that's the start of the timeline. And then in the 1994, almost half of the Mexico is infected of the smilers. And that's where it spreads down from to Chinchillo, California, where is that one person bringing up that briefcase with the Smile drug. And unfortunately, I cannot find that video, which is the Take 7 Mule. You can find that out from Immortal Marcus video. Apparently, he bought it the same drug from the black market, the Smile drug, and then he taked it, and 12 days later, he became predatory. Hey yo. And then during the process, he's going through pain. He's going through a dream right now, and then he met this dream guy in a colorful universal space, like a dream thing, and decided to, well, kill the hiker friend. And then to November 27, 1994, a number station comes in, and I'm pretty sure it's either the man or the first infected of the California notified the spore puffers that's already been existed in California, which is, hold on, which was right here. You see that? It says bring everything inside, load before transport within rig to spread positively, make them happy. And funny thing enough, on December 4th, 1994, Sean gets infected. And then we pretty much see all the dialogues and everything. And eventually on December 26th, it finally clicks on the brain, felt the man's aura. And on January 1st, 95, it gets diluted and sent into a violent mass killing spree, which caused 16 people to be dead or even gone with 10 injuries. Most possibly, those 10 injuries are probably infected by the spores, because those spores can linger 30 hours and it contains 2 billion spores. Whenever you're in contact with them or whenever you accidentally breathe them, the risk it will take is very high, which probably gonna make you psycho in like probably like 2 weeks or 3 weeks after being in contact with the spores. And then by the time at 1995, San Diego Chindidulu T1 are messed up because a bunch of smilers came through, and this is what announced Bill Clinton to be in national emergency across the states to be further lock down the entirety of California, the I think Montero, probably somewhere place that took down on Texas and even Oklahoma. All across southern states and even California was even involved in that. They sent the National Guard, the entirety of across the United States evenly, and Mexico to bring down all these smilers and potentially kill them. And which makes me to believe the two variants come in: the variant A, which is original, the variant B, which is pose a threat to the spore transmission, which you might want to call them spore buffers, but I don't think so. I don't think the spore buffers are that sanity. Yeah, variant B is only the immune to the smile infection, and then we got the variant which is superhuman of the version of the variant A, and I'm pretty sure their weakness mainly is fire, which kind of makes sense because of the fungus, the mushroom. I mean, they have like a bulletproof exterior, bloodthirsty, inhuman speed, strength, which they are completely relentless against the bullets or even the melee weapon. Melee weapon's kind of useless, but apparently if you have a sprayer like this, like this over here, the sprayer, and then if you have a lighter on it, the spray, it makes it like a miniature flamethrower, and then potentially killing them, which good. It's really good. And we finally managed to fought it back thanks to the Lucas interviews from 2016, same month, that he apparently said it took place 20 years ago, which is 1996, and it finally stopped completely about all the infection. So, wow, I gotta say, this series is made me really impressed of how the analog horror things go. I like how how it welcomes me to the analog horror era, way back like 2024, 2023. So that's about it for Smiley Tapes. And if you enjoy watching this, consider hit the like button and let's get to 30 views. And also, if you're new to this channel, consider to subscribe. And look how tired I am. Because I couldn't sleep, falling back and watching repeatedly videos. And well, I'll see you on the next one. God bless you all. Peace.